Right now at 6, a rural Kansas bridge gives way in a dramatic collapse into the Neosho River.
And we've got mostly cloudy skies. We are seeing showers and thunderstorms increasing in coverage in southeast Kansas. A look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, if you're planning to travel this holiday, you're not alone. AAA says this could be one of the busiest summer travel seasons in years.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6 a.m. I'm Elise Snowe.
And I'm Chris Warner. It's finally Friday, June the 27th in the 4 states.
Yes,
and first, I'm not doing it again. I'm stopping now. We do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, and most of them still in the southeast Kansas. No, I did it yesterday where I kept saying it was the last week of summer, and it's not. Doesn't matter. All right, so there's a live look downtown Pittsburgh right now, and as we take a look at the MoDOT camera, 20th and range line again, you can see those mostly cloudy skies. Here's what we've got. We talked about this. We mentioned this, and it has happened. We have those thunderstorms trying to fill in. So we're going to start with this one, starting to exit Lynn County, knocking on the door of Butler, Deer Creek up there just north of Rich Hill into Bates County. It's exiting Lynn. Heavy rain, again, nothing strong, nothing severe, nor is anything strong or severe expected. But we're seeing these showers and storms continue to fill in out there. So just to the east of Burlington, this little guy west of Yates Center hasn't really moved a lot, but he's there. And we've got this one that's just north of Twin Grove back into Greenwood County. And it stretches back down. Look at all these just little, it looks like popcorn almost. We've got these little showers and storms out there. Now stretching from, again, near Twin Grove in southern Greenwood County through Elk and Chautauqua County. Sedan, you are certainly on deck right now. This is just north of Chautauqua itself and exiting Cedarvale. And as we head back to the west, we have this bigger complex that is, again, just over Ponca City or just immediately west of Ponca City, stretching up the I-35 corridor. And it's where most of the shower and storm activity, you watch this loop here, that's where most of it's been triggered. But look at how quick all of this is filled in. So we got this guy going this morning. We had a few storms here going this morning. And now look at it all filling in pretty quickly. Again, nothing strong, nothing severe, just some pretty quick thunderstorm development and some heavy rain is going to be possible. Now, the expectation is most of this, you see how slowly some of it's moving, should remain primarily into southeastern Kansas. Should also begin to fizzle out about a bit closer to noon. That'll leave us with isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm. That little pause, and as we go in the afternoon and evening, we'll see additional isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. So it's not a washout all day by any means. It's not rain everywhere all at once, but we'll have that opportunity, and that's exactly how it'll be today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and into next Tuesday. 75 in Joplin right now, 73 in Pittsburgh. And take a quick look at these temperatures. We got some wide ranges out there. We had wider this morning. For example, we had like Parsons at 70 and Miami was near 80. That's where our highs are going to settle. We're expecting our northwestern counties to do a little more clearing. So you guys up here, Neodesha, Chanute, Iola, Yates Center, Fredonia, might get a little closer to 90, while everybody else kind of settles in the low to mid 80s as we head through the afternoon. It all depends, of course, on rain and cloud coverage. Upper 70s near 80 by 9. Then we get that pause, and we'll see additional isolated to widely scattered showers and storms through the evening, south winds 5 to 10. We'll talk more about our storms today and the other storms we talked about heading into next Tuesday here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, we'll see you soon, Chris. Thanks. A bridge over the Neosho River south of St. Paul, Kansas is no more. It's collapsed into the river yesterday under the weight of a fallen tree. It's a dramatic sight. The steel bridge on Veterans Road is now mostly underwater. Neosho County authorities got the call around 11 yesterday morning about a large tree that had fallen onto the bridge, causing it to break apart. There were no vehicles on the bridge at the time, and the sheriff's office says no one was hurt. Neosho County deputies and road and bridge crews responded quickly and closed access to the bridge. The bridge had a posted weight limit of 3 tons. And authorities will seek charges in connection with a Joplin shooting incident from Wednesday night, but not for the shooting. Police say the incident happened just after 10:20 at a home on South Grand Avenue. According to authorities, Stephen Williams showed up uninvited to the home. Williams' ex-girlfriend claimed he then caused a disturbance. Another man at the home, Tegan Hasty, went outside to check for property damage when Williams approached him. During an altercation, Hasty was allegedly assaulted and Williams was shot. Williams was taken to a local hospital where he is in stable condition. Joplin police say they will pursue multiple charges against Williams, including trespassing, domestic assault, and vandalism. Williams is currently not in police custody. Authorities say they do not plan to seek charges against Hasty, as they have determined he acted in self-defense. And to be the first to see breaking news, weather, and sports, you can download the KOAM News app. It's available free of charge in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Just search for the KOAM News app. Fort Scott Community College has a new president. The Board of Trustees has named Dr. Jack Welch to the role. He brings experience in both higher education, leadership, and previous work with FSCC in the Fort Scott community. Dr. Welch will oversee all operations and strategic direction for the college, officially stepping into the role on June 30th. And although the 4th of July is still more than a week away, the summer travel season officially kicks off tomorrow. And if you plan to hit the road, you're not alone. According to AAA, all 4 states in our region are expecting a surge in automobile travel, up by 9% compared to 2019. AAA can respond to breakdowns on the road, including some that are aggravated by the climbing temperatures. And if you have 4th of July plans, have you staying in the area, but you're looking for something to do, don't worry, we've got you covered. Simply scan this QR code and head over to KOAMnewsnow.com to check out a list of Independence Day events right here in our area. You can find great food, great live music, great family fun, and plenty of fireworks shows. Celebrate the holiday right here in the 4 states. And as the 4th of July nears, the sounds of fireworks can be expected more and more. Now, the sounds and smells from fireworks can act as a trigger for those with post-traumatic stress disorder, especially for veterans. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, more than 7% of service members experience PTSD. The military liaison with Ozark Center in Joplin says the unexpectedness of fireworks, especially when people celebrate early, can be a trigger.
Give them a heads up, let them know that they're, going to be firing fireworks or anticipate that at whatever time it might be. The biggest thing is just to give the fair warning.
Most fireworks stands now also carry silent fireworks, which could be a good option for those who want the 4th of July sights without the sounds. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. President Trump's budget deadline hits a snag as lawmakers prepare for the classified briefings on Iran. And we're tracking rain chances for today. We'll have what to expect with Chris Warner in the Skywatch Weather Center. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back. But first, here's a live look from the Bronson City Park. Topping Nation Watch this morning, President Donald Trump's self-imposed deadline for getting the big GOP budget and border bill to his desk by the end of next week faces a new setback. Yesterday, the president held an event at the White House to push Congress to get the bill to his desk by July 4th, with Senate Republicans vowing to work through this weekend. Meanwhile, his national security team is all in on defending U.S. strikes against Iranian nuclear sites over the weekend. Today, House lawmakers will receive a classified briefing following one for U.S. senators Thursday that left lawmakers split along party lines. Jared Hill has more from New York.
It's President Donald Trump's last-minute push for Congress to pass his massive tax cuts and spending bill.
We'll deliver a record tax cut, a record spending cut, a record investment in border security.
His self-imposed deadline, July 4th. But the Republican package has faced setbacks in the Senate. Fiscal conservatives argue it adds too much to the deficit. Moderate Republicans worry about the tougher Medicaid requirements, and the Senate parliamentarians' issues with the Medicaid changes could send lawmakers back to the drawing board.
Everything is challenging, but they're all speed bumps, and we have contingency plans.
Senators are also split, this time along party lines, over President Trump's claims that nuclear sites in Iran were obliterated by U.S. strikes over the weekend. They received a classified briefing Thursday.
It was effective. They blew these places up in a major league way.
I walk away from that briefing still under the belief that we have not obliterated the program.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also defended the strikes in a news conference and scolded the media for how it was covered.
You want to call it destroyed, you want to call it defeated, you want to call it obliterated, choose your word. This was an historically successful attack.
Meanwhile, uncertainty over a possible meeting with Iran. President Trump said that it's happening next week. Yesterday, the White House press secretary said so far, no meetings are scheduled. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Yesterday, President Trump said the U.S. has signed a trade agreement with China this week, though he gave no specifics. He also hinted that he wants a deal with India next. And still to come, a new survey reveals that public trust in the CDC has dropped, but support for local doctors has grown. Plus, Chris returns with another look at your Friday forecast. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back. Well, America's tallest ship returned to the West Coast this week for the first time since 2008. That's the only active duty sailing vessel in the U.S. military. Luz Pena was on board as the ship docked in San Francisco and got a glimpse into what Coast Guard cadets experience in training.
It's the flagship of the U.S. Coast Guard. To welcome it back to the bay, we sailed 30 minutes to it before it docked in San Francisco.
We're officially on our way to the Coast Guard White Eagle.
The U.S. Coast Guard wanted to give us a glimpse into what they experience. To do that, we had to transfer from one moving boat to the Eagle. With a life jacket on, I attempted to transfer multiple times. At one point, waves created a wedge. I held on to the metal bar on the side of our boat with both hands, waiting for our moment. When the two boats were just inches apart, I was pulled aboard. To say this was nerve-wracking, it's an understatement. Once on board, we met Admiral Joseph Buzella. He was on the Eagle, the last time they visited San Francisco.
And this is the iconic moment right here.
Right here, here it is. And I'm talking to you while it's happening. I think it's fantastic. It's an honor to be here.
Working together for 6 weeks, on board about 150 cadets.
We love the Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. It's a war prize from World War II, and it's been a cadet training vessel for many, many decades.
This is the premier training vessel for the U.S. Coast Guard Academy.
Their summer cruises will be between April and October, and we'll spend the summer months at sea training the cadets.
First class cadet Maddox Holmes Selby gave us a quick tour full of history.
So as we head back this way, the CO stateroom is back there. Every plaque on the wall is every voyage the Eagle has ever done.
The captain commanding the Eagle, Captain Jessica Rosie Oakes. She was a cadet on this vessel in 1996. Now, the first woman captain of it, inspiring the next generation to join the Coast Guard.
They learn the basics of seamanship and navigation. They learn to overcome their fears.
And now the public will be able to tour the Eagle from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday at Pier 17 for free.
Absolutely incredible. Let's head over to Chris now for a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, we've got a live look from downtown Pittsburgh. We've got storms off to the west and southwest of Pittsburgh, which is what we're looking at there. We've got a few more scattered storms out there as well. We're going to go over all those details with you when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6:21 now on this Finally Friday. Start with Skywatch Storm Tracker. So we did, if you saw our post on our social media pages, we had a pretty neat view of a storm that was north of Stockton. It's this little guy here. We could see it from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. Again, nothing strong or severe, but we are getting some periods of heavier rain, these little popcorn-shaped little showers and storms that are developing out there. So we've got some up here into Cedar, parts of St. Clair County, and northeastern Barton County. Then we'll head back up north. We got this storm. We've got some new developments taking place there, as you can see on the back side of it in the last half hour or so into eastern Lynn County. But through Bates County, we do have some heavier showers, some rumbles of thunder. So Butler, I-49 also getting in on some of that heavier rain. We got showers and now some actual thunderstorms developing back toward Anderson and Coffee County, south of Burlington. We got some showers around Yates Center, some heavier rain over there near Toronto, and a heavier shower there south of Buffalo. So that's going to be northeast of Fredonia and just west of Chanute. It's stretching through Greenwood, Elk, Chautauqua County. We have a line of storms here stretching along Highway 99 from 54 back down again through Chautauqua County. And taking a look at that storm by Twin Grove here, we got a little more lightning. Now you see that purple. I just want to check something for everybody here because we do have a storm that's near Belle Plaine, near the Wichita area. It is producing some small hail. Hail scope not picking up anything, so that's certainly good. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but this storm over here, again, that is near Belle Plaine, is starting to produce potentially some small hail, and it might take a second, but yeah, see, that's what it would look like if there was hail in that other storm. But it's producing upwards of maybe some penny-size hail here and there. All right, let's back this out. Now let's take that back off. Heading down to the south, got some heavier rain. This hasn't really moved a lot, but it's gotten larger, now stretching from Ponca City and points west. And again, nothing severe is expected. Small hail, some gusty winds are possible, but you can also see how quickly between this storm and the ones down here, how all of this is filling in with more showers and thunderstorms. And take a look at how quickly this little batch flares up right here into parts of Greenwood County. We have new storms now developing southwest of Chanute and, of course, near Yates Center. That one's kind of picking up a bit. And then we have these little guys that are starting to flare up a little further to the south, now stretching into Barton County. So, again, not anticipating any severe weather, but we do have these scattered storms. And what we've got now is what we're expecting over the next little while. These isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. Now, FutureTrack still believes that the storms, first off, are going to stay mainly into southeastern Kansas, parts of northeastern Oklahoma perhaps, through the morning. Then they are expected to kind of weaken and die out, maybe an isolated storm here to the west of Fort Scott, a few spotty showers. That's by noon. We otherwise are mostly dry, but as we go back, excuse me, into the afternoon and evening hours, we'll go back to isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. So this isn't a washout event. This isn't rain everywhere all at once, but we will get more storms, and we'll have a few more overnight tonight. And as you can see, especially into southeastern Kansas toward the morning hours, by mid-morning, they start pushing east. We get some new development here and there, and that will continue, and it'll be the trend through our Saturday, and that will continue into our Sunday as well. And we'll get these little breaks late evening and overnight with just isolated showers. As we go back into the next morning on Sunday, we'll start to see additional shower and thunderstorm development. But as you can see, it's very isolated to widely scattered. Not everybody getting rain all at once, but progressively, most of us should at least see some rain over the next few days. So we'll have those isolated, scattered storms mainly into southeast Kansas, upper 70s by 8, low 80s by 11. And we're going to have a wide range of temperatures. Some of our northwestern counties might clear out a bit earlier today, because you're getting the rain right now. So you may get a little closer to 90, but most of us should average about the mid 80s. Low 90s into the weekend, upper 80s next week. Storm chances will come to an end later in the day on Tuesday. And then we'll get some additional pop-up storm chances. So again, don't cancel your plans for the 4th. Just have a dry place to go with the fireworks and the grill if necessary. Let's check your forecast. We're going to send it over to Lisa now with Health Watch.
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, public trust in the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention plummeted during the COVID pandemic. A survey published in the journal PLOS showed confidence in the CDC dropped from 82% in 2020 to 56% in 2022. But public trust in local health departments and doctors has risen in recent years. And most Americans believe children should be vaccinated against measles in order to attend school. A survey by Harvard found 79% of parents say the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine should be mandatory. The U.S. is currently in the midst of its worst measles outbreak in decades. 2 unvaccinated children have died. And if you're trying to solve a problem or come up with a great idea, the answer may be to sleep on it. A study in Germany found that people are more likely to have a sudden eureka moment after a deep sleep. Participants were given a simple task, and those who got deep sleep were more likely to figure out a trick to make the task easier. People who didn't sleep or who took short naps were less likely to come up with ideas. That's a look at Health Watch. We'll be right back. Right now at 6:30, students at Crowder College present research projects to their classmates.
And we've got some scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, leading to some mostly cloudy skies for others. We're going to have a look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, a rock and roll legend helps cut the ribbon on a music-themed restaurant in Wyandotte.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOA Morning News. It's just coming up on 6:30 this morning. I'm Elise Snowy.
And I'm Chris Warner. It is now finally Friday, June the 27th here in the 4 states. And we've got some showers. We've got some thunderstorms out there.
Yeah, certainly do.
The good news is nothing severe, and we aren't expecting any severe weather over the next few days. But we do have some of these storms. You can see the camera from downtown Pittsburgh, where we've got some cloud cover out there. And if you look on the right side of the screen, those brighter white clouds in the distance, those are some of those thunderstorms that are out there. MoDOT camera 20th and Range Line in Joplin also looking pretty good this morning. We're going to take a look at Skywatch Storm Tracker. We've got thunderstorms across the area. So we're going to start with these little guys that are now around the Stockton area. We are starting to get some lightning from this storm here that's east of El Dorado Springs and northeast of Stockton. Got some heavier rain. So again, if you're off today, you're heading to the lake, maybe you're already at the lake, just make sure you're keeping an eye on the sky. Remember, when thunder roars, head indoors. You don't be caught out in these storms because while they may not be strong or severe, some gusty winds are possible, and of course that lightning can still be dangerous as well. This storm, really some heavy rain. You can see those little lightning bolts on there. They're dark gray because those lightning strikes are several minutes old, which means there have not been any new ones at this point. So the storm dropping some of the lightning off, which is good, but still producing very heavy rainfall into western Bates County. Oh, there's a new lightning strike. So still some lightning with this storm. And then to the eastern Lynn County, we've got these thunderstorms that are off to the northwest of Ozark, back into Anderson County and parts of Coffee County. We have some showers. Yates Center, you've had some light rain. Got this guy kind of picking up in intensity a bit, becoming an actual thunderstorm now. It's just southwest of Yates Center there on 54. We've got another one here west of Chanute with some heavier rain out there on parts of 75 and K39. We go back into Greenwood County. So Eureka, you've got a moderate shower near you and some thunderstorms back toward the east of Twin Grove. Wow, look at all the lightning that just flared off of this guy. And take a look at that lightning strike there that's way out here. We talk about this. Sometimes we see it. I did see a photo on social media. I wish I had it available where a lady did catch a picture of lightning that was out of the clear blue sky, it seemed, because the lightning can strike 10 to 15 miles from the parent thunderstorm, and that's kind of what we're seeing right there. More showers, thunderstorms again back toward Twin Grove, back into Elk County around Howard, to the east there, and into Chautauqua County. Sedan getting some light rain, some heavier showers around you at this time. And then we've got these thunderstorms out here. We've got this one that's near Mulvane. It's really right over Belle Plaine almost, south of Wichita, producing some small hail possibly. Nothing significant, but still, some small hail and some heavy rain just to the west of 35, northwest of Ponca City. So take a look at how quickly all of this is filling in. And that's kind of the expectation, is this is going to fill in mainly into southeastern Kansas through the morning. And then we should get a break before we see additional isolated to widely scattered showers and storms, much like what we're seeing right now. So here's Future Track at noon. Isolated, widely scattered showers and storms heading into the afternoon. That will continue to be the case. So it's not a complete washout. It's not rain everywhere all at once, but we will get those storms, and that will be the case all the way from now through Tuesday. Got 75 in Joplin right now, 74 in Pittsburgh, and take a look at temperatures. Fairly mild this morning, low mid-70s at this point. Miami, earlier, you were close to 80 degrees about half an hour to an hour ago, so just a very warm start for some of us. And because of the rain, the cloud cover, it will cause temperatures to be a little varied across the region. Right now, some of our northwestern counties that are getting rain now may clear out a little earlier. You may reach highs closer to 90. Most of us should be into the mid-80s. We'll be near 80 by 9, mid-80s by noon. I love those thunderstorm chances again this afternoon and evening. South breeze 5 to 10. As I mentioned, we've got rain chances from now through Tuesday. We're going to talk about that and take a look at next week's forecast for you here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, Upward Bound students at Crowder College in Neosho showcased their research projects to their peers. Upward Bound is a program for high school students whose parents did not attend college or have a disability. The students are required to attend research classes to help get them ready for college. The subjects ranged from creative writing and music theory and business law. Well, 5th and 6th grade summer school kids from Carl Junction hosted a lemonade stand yesterday. The idea came after reading a book called The Lemonade War. Students decided to have their own lemonade stand competition, but they also had another reason. They wanted to honor their friend who passed away last summer. And Freeman Health System offered a unique summer school opportunity yesterday. The Freeman Health Academy gives kids 16 and up an inside look at the healthcare industry. The potential young healthcare workers took advantage of job shadows, hands-on activities, and a hospital tour. And the Pittsburgh Public Library is holding a summer program called Elementary Explorers. The library holds the program each Thursday for kids in 1st through 5th grade. Sessions focus on different topics such as art and science and gives kids an opportunity to engage in different crafts. This week, the kids got to partake in a community project by painting rocks that will be placed outside the library. The Knights of Columbus Endowment Fund grants more than $77,000 to 17 local groups fighting to meet basic human needs in Crawford County. Established after the sale of the Knights of Columbus Tower, the Endowment Fund offers support to seniors, families, and those facing challenges in southeast Kansas. The Eastern Shawnee Tribe is celebrating a major milestone, the opening of a new tribal government building on Highway 20. The building brings together administrative services that were once spread across multiple locations, including a flood-prone complex in Seneca. Now, for the first time, members can find everything in one place. The project was built without debt, fully funded by years of careful budgeting and growth. And Indigo Sky Casino's new Rock and Brews restaurant and concert bar is now open for business. The Gene Simmons Band rocked the stage with a free concert last night, co-founded by Simmons himself. The venue promises plenty of fun, from watching sports and dancing to regular events like Taco Tuesday. Simmons praises the dedication it took to bring this project to life.
We're so proud of how the Eastern Shawnee have stepped up and done wonders. Look at this place. It takes full commitment. It takes money. It takes the right people. It takes hiring the right chefs. And it takes the right staff who treat you like family when you first walk in through the door.
The new Rock and Brews restaurant and concert bar features 15 screens for sports and entertainment viewing, a full-service concert bar, countertop gaming, and space for dancing. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. It's Friday, and that means Shannon Becker joins us with his big 3 stories of the week. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back, but first, here's a live look from the Bronson City Park. Welcome back. We have Shannon Becker in the studio with his big 3 news stories of the week. Shannon, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. And you? Are you well?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Good. Great as always.
Great to hear.
Getting close to that 4th of July.
Yes.
Let's take a look this week at our big 3 stories of the week. This was this last Saturday night, late Saturday night. Lone Elm, Northridge Terrace is just right off the western edge of North Joplin. Overturned car. Actually, that car had rear-ended another car in front of it at high speeds.
Wow.
So one car went overturned and the other one went into a large ditch creek.
Oh my goodness.
The driver of this car, just a person driving down the road, was injured and transported to an area hospital. Driver of the other car, this lady, facing DWI drug charges.
Wow.
And honestly, when a wreck like that is a little more damage, people are hurt, that DWI becomes a higher level.
Right.
So we're still following that story.
Absolutely.
Our number 2, KOAM News Now, live and breaking news. What's happening? Well, over the weekend, of course, you know, President Trump had ordered the nuclear sites in Iran to be targeted. But the incredible thing is the B-2 bombers take off from Missouri and land in Missouri.
Places. Yes.
There are only 19 of these, and they used 6 of them on the weekend. And so it was really interesting to see the reactions of people here in Missouri.
It was.
I had some people like, in Missouri? I was like,
I know.
yeah. My former father-in-law, he actually was in the Air Force, and his job was to refuel the bombers.
Wow.
So the plane above it, they refuel them on the way because they had such a large payload, they call it. And so it's real fascinating to see how they actually fly that gas hose down to that waiting plane. They landed, of course, no problems. And then our number one story, KOAM News Now, what was initially Oklahoma Highway Patrol thought someone had died in this crash. This is dash cam.
Right.
A car had slammed into a semi-tractor trailer at Veneta. That tractor trailer, part of it went off the bridge and then exploded into flames.
That's impressive. That flame, wow.
Some passerby actually helped the driver get out of that semi.
Oh, really?
Minor injuries. Can you believe it?
That's unbelievable.
But there was another car that was in all that. The driver actually ran on foot, and they thought maybe he was dead. But they found about 3 hours later he's facing some immigration charges as well as like 7 other felonies for causing a wreck like this, for careless and imprudent driving, and the list goes on. Our bonus story of the week, 4th of July, we've got your list. It's our fireworks celebration list. I love putting this all together every year so you know what's happening. Tonight, Butterfield, Cherryvale, Downstream, they're going to have it at their big concert. Mount Vernon and Republic. And then as we look forward to July 4th, now that's going to be Joplin at MSSU as it always is. But now tomorrow night, this is the big list. Columbus, Galena, Gravette, Greenfield, Marionville, Mulberry, Neosho, Washburn, and Welch.
Something for everyone there.
There's no excuse not to have that PTSD, right? There's no excuse for your dog not to hide under the table for days. But fireworks have been around about as long as dogs have been around. So they'll eventually come around, I'm sure.
They'll make peace somehow. Well, Shannon, as always, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy to have you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
All right, time for some Friday birthdays in the 4 states. And we are going to begin with Brindley High School in Stockton celebrating birthday number 12. Happy birthday.
And a happy 14th birthday to Carson Holbert in Pittsburgh.
And in Carthage, Jaden McConnell celebrating birthday number 17 says, "We love you, Grandma and Grandpa."
And happy 18th birthday to Jack Hohenschel.
And we have Brendan Burns in Joplin celebrating birthday number 29 says, "Grandma and Grandpa love you."
And in Altamont, a happy 63rd birthday to Richard Hayward.
And in La Harpe, Donna Stoll celebrating birthday number 65 says, "Love from your family and your family at the Senior Center."
And happy 74th birthday to Alice Tobin in Chanute.
And Jerry R. Wenninger celebrating birthday number 81 today. He's also one of our many 4th-state heroes, so thank you for your service and a very happy birthday to you.
And in Jasper, happy 83rd birthday to Jim Cook.
And we have Caleb and Rachel Morgan in Carthage celebrating their 11th anniversary this day. A very happy anniversary to you.
And in Elsmore, a happy 50th anniversary to Jerry and Donna Crescent.
And we have Carrie and Janet McKenzie celebrating their 55th year of wedded bliss in Columbus. Says happy 55th from your girls and families.
And also celebrating in Columbus, a happy 58th anniversary to Ken and Helen Kelly.
And we've got Alicia Norton in Girard celebrating a birthday today. Says happy birthday from your daughters.
Also celebrating another year together, happy anniversary to Rick and Robin Pauley in Pittsburgh.
And we've got Gloria Hayward celebrating birthday number 84 in Altamont. A very happy birthday to you and a very happy birthday and anniversary to everyone on our list. And if you want to celebrate with us, it's super easy to do, isn't it?
Yes, please submit your birthdays and your anniversaries to birthdays@komnewsnow.com. Be sure to meet the deadline at the bottom of your screen, and to also please include the date of your celebration when submitting as well.
Very important information, and we have some important weather information for you this morning. We're going to start right there, Skywatch Storm Tracker. We do have scattered showers and thunderstorms, and we have plenty of them, as you can see, but you can also see it's not rain everywhere all at once, and that's going to be the case from now through at least next Tuesday. So let's start. We're going to head over to Stockton first. And you can see we've got some showers. We've had some thunderstorm activity with this as well. We're going to get a little closer here. So Stockton Lake, as you can see, we're looking okay, but just to the northwest. If you are out on the lake again, if you got today off, you're heading out to the lake this morning, maybe you're already there, maybe your friends or family are there. Just make sure they are weather aware. Again, not expecting severe weather, but some gusty winds could be problematic. And of course, the lightning can be dangerous as well. So just make sure you're taking appropriate precautions when thunder roars. Head indoors. We've got this one up into southeastern St. Clair County, just to the southeast of Osceola. Another shower and thunderstorm there with some heavier rainfall. This guy up in Bates County, man, really letting loose on the rain at this point. Butler, you're right in the thick of it. This also includes a good portion of I-49, as you can see. Really, I mean, with this other batch that's getting ready to push through, we're going to talk, say, from around Rich Hill all the way up just to the south of Harrisonville. So if you're traveling north right now or you know somebody who is, just, again, make sure they're weather aware here. Still some heavier showers into eastern Lynn County as well, back around the little town of Freedom there into northern Bourbon County. We got another shower that is just to the northwest of Fort Scott here, and then back off to the west, more back into parts of Anderson, Coffee County, south of Garnett near Ozark. We've got some showers, a little thunderstorm activity there, some heavier rain. Heavy rain is really the main concern with these storms because they're not moving a lot. We go back southeast of Burlington and south of Burlington. Yates Center, you're in a little bit of a lull. Your southwestern sides are getting into more shower and thunderstorm activity. You got another thunderstorm just to your south and west. We have this storm into Eureka County, or this complex of storms, so into Greenwood County, rather. There's Eureka. So north and east of Eureka, some heavier rain and, of course, some lightning out there stretching back toward Twin Grove, back into Elk and Chautauqua County. So Howard getting in on the action. Fredonia, you've got it to your west and to your northwest. Chanute, you've got a light shower to your west. Just a lot of showers. We're just kind of taking you through all of them. Chautauqua County also some isolated or some scattered showers out there as well. You can see how quickly all this activity flared up, and you can see especially those storms out there by Ponca, or west of Ponca City along I-35, how much they're not moving. But you see how they it's almost as if these storms kicked off all these other ones that are flaring up out there right along this little boundary we've got draped across the area. The expectation at this point is the majority of this thunderstorm activity, which should remain scattered, will be confined into southeastern Kansas, might try and get into parts of northeast Oklahoma. And of course, we've got this activity, though, that's also flaring up. So we'll keep an eye on all of it. The problem is this activity, again, it's not being triggered by a cold front or anything. There's just a little upper level disturbance. And so Future Track honestly is having a hard time picking up on it and exactly what it's going to do. It's like pop-up storms, but think of it just over a much broader area. And so that's why Future Track hasn't shown these storms. That's why we just want to keep an eye on them. Again, it's not because we're expecting them to get nasty and severe or anything. It's just because we want to be absolutely certain where they're going, because we're heading into the weekend. A lot of folks probably heading out already. It's going to be hot. And as we go into the afternoon, again, Future Track's expectation is these storms kind of wrap up by about noon, at least briefly. Then we'll see new development of scattered showers and storms as we head through the afternoon and evening. And overnight, so you can see, we get another round of additional scattered showers and thunderstorms that'll push through as we head into Saturday morning. And that process repeats through next Tuesday. You can see some of those thunderstorms from 7th and Rangeline. We're now looking back to the west-northwest. Upper 70s by 8, low 80s by 11 o'clock this morning. Got another look at your forecast and the news you need to know in just a moment. And when we transition to Fox 14 at 7 a.m., or if you hang out with us here on KOAM Plus, we're going to see how a special pair of boots could help protect you from stingrays this summer.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. A bridge over the Neosho River south of St. Paul, Kansas is no more. The steel bridge on Veterans Road collapsed into the river yesterday under the weight of a fallen tree. There were no vehicles on the bridge at the time, and the sheriff's office says no one was hurt. And authorities are seeking charges against Stephen Williams in connection with the shooting in Joplin on Wednesday night. According to authorities, Williams showed up uninvited to a home, causing a disturbance which led to an altercation between Williams and Tegan Hasty, ending with Williams being shot. Joplin police say they will pursue multiple charges against Williams, including trespassing, domestic assault, and vandalism. Authorities say they do not plan to seek charges against Hasty as they have determined he acted in self-defense. Fort Scott Community College announces Dr. Jack Welch as its new president. He brings experience in higher education leadership and previous work with FSCC in the Fort Scott community. Dr. Welch will officially step into the role on June 30th. And that's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
Now we've got scattered showers and storms right now, and we'll continue with isolated to widely scattered showers and storms through today. Most of us mid-80s. Some of our northwestern counties getting the rain right now might clear out a bit and get closer to 90. We'll have south breezes about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Scattered shower storms through the evening, overnight, back down into the low to mid 70s tonight. And these isolated to widely scattered shower thunderstorm chances will hang out with us through at least next Tuesday. No severe weather expected. I do want to emphasize that. Just some heavy rain at times, and we could get an isolated pop-up storm or two on the 4th. So again, don't cancel your plans. Just have a dry spot to go.
All right, and coming up today at noon, we're making Italian stuffed zucchini boats in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
And your morning news continues on KOM with CBS Mornings. Music fans continue to be frustrated with unpredictable ticket pricing for concerts. Coming up, what Ticketmaster had to say about customers' complaints.
Or you can switch on over with us on Fox 14, where your only local morning news continues. This morning, fireworks can be a source of anxiety for some of our veterans. We'll take a look at the impact Independence Day can have.
Plus, Shannon Becker back in the studio with his big 3 stories of the week. It's going to wrap it up for us for now, though. We'll be back here Monday at 5 a.m.
And we'll see you today at noon.